Hey, what's up, guys? This is Josh Gonzalez here with another episode for the Digital Nomad series. Today, we're going to talk about what does it actually take to be a digital nomad. I'm going to give you 3 points today. Point number one: getting out of your comfort zone. You've got to be getting, you got to get used to getting out of your comfort zone. The reason is that because when you're in a new city, in a new country, even, everything's going to be totally different. And if you don't understand the language, it's going to be even more uncomfortable. And so you don't necessarily have to know a second language before you come. You don't need to know where everything's at. You just need to know the basics to get started. And you also have to be willing to get uncomfortable. And so you want to accept that fact because there's so many things, especially when you're exploring out there. There's transportation, there's buses, there's taxis, there's donkeys, there's sometimes you might have to jump on the back of a moto, which is a motorcycle. And yeah, it's really exciting, but with the excitement also comes discomfort. And so as long as you're okay with getting uncomfortable, you're going to be fine. And also, chances are, if you go to another country, you are going to spend um, efectivo, which is cash. And it could be uncomfortable, when you're paying for something and you don't know exactly how much to give, what coins to give, and so forth. And I still fumble till this day, but I've got like a bunch of coins. I mean, I've been in Latin America for 1 year, Mexico City for 6 months, and now I'm in Medellin, Colombia. Two different. Mexican peso is not the Colombian peso, so totally different, you know, cash and exchanges. So I had to relearn again. Okay, point number two: what does it take to be a digital nomad? Number two is you're gonna need to make new friends in a foreign country. And on the surface, this seems kind of easy. I'm not talking about people, uh, travelers who are, staying in the Airbnb with you, and are just passing through. I'm not talking about, people that are on vacation that you meet, randomly. I'm not talking about the people that you partied with and now you are friends for a couple of weeks. I'm talking about making friends with either long-term travelers who are living in the same city or country. You're probably not gonna learn Spanish if you're just hanging out with foreigners who speak English. So I don't recommend that. But if you make a foreign friend who can, teach you the ropes, help you integrate into the society that you live in, it's a good thing. You want to make friends with the locals. Now, this is something I'm still trying to figure out as well. My foreign friends are mostly through Airbnb, but I'm starting to make local friends through the cafes that I go to, through the language exchanges that I've been to, through the gym that I go to as well. Places you want to go to places that you regularly go to, and make friends with people that live here. Um, that's the key. And just talk to as many locals as possible. I learned Spanish from a lot of Uber drivers. So every time I take an Uber, you know, I'm open, I'm asking questions, I'm practicing my Spanish. And yeah, whenever you go to the store, ¿cómo está? You want to almost kind of model in how locals greet other locals. And if you do that, even if you don't know that much Spanish, locals will appreciate that. And then just go to whatever it is you're interested in. For me, it's gym, it's dance, So I go to like these language exchange slash salsa classes. Yeah, and just like every day, co-working in cafes, cafe hopping. But whatever you're interested in, there's going to be a local that is interested in that same thing too. Make friends with them. And so that would be my number two. So point number three is changing your perspective on what you call home. Now, I don't mean wherever you move to, you call that home now. I don't mean, where you came from, you call that home, and you call this, whatever you want to call it, a mini retirement or whatnot. What I'm saying is like, change your perspective on what you call home. And I'm going to give you 3 subpoints here. Number one, what makes you feel good? In other words, like what makes you feel grounded in yourself? And I'll give you an example. For me, it's going to the gym. And going to the gym is just a routine. So what makes you feel at home is more than likely routines of things that make you feel good inside yourself. Make sure you have some routines for health, whether that's eating, obviously, exercise, things that you do for yourself that make you feel good and make you feel at home. And the other thing is that will make you feel at home is you want to create your own schedule, flexible schedule, right? You may not have the option to do your own schedule, but if you do have the option, then I would be flexible and create your schedule the way you want to, right? Start work at 10, take breaks whenever you want, do a double shift, do a few hours of work in the morning, and then do a few hours of work in the evening. Mix it up. The whole point of remote work and living this sort of lifestyle is the flexibility. And if you can use that to your advantage, try different things out and create your dream work schedule. And my last point I want to make is the inner work and guidance for you to feel good within yourself, for you to feel at peace, for you to feel happy, and for you to feel all these things. And this is something that you don't have to wait till you live this lifestyle. You can do this starting today. And that is meditation. And the reason meditation is so powerful is because the whole point of meditation is for you to stop thinking, stop worrying. You are stopping all of your thoughts. Now, what happens when you stop all of your thoughts is that it's almost kind of like sleeping, right? Like, say you had a bad day, you go to sleep and you wake up, it's a new day, right? Until you start thinking about what happened yesterday. And so it's kind of the same thing with meditation. If you've tried it, you know how powerful it is. If you haven't tried it, I would start with 2 or 3 minutes in the morning. I'll do a separate video on meditation, but I just wanted to point that out, that changing your perspective on what you call home is all about feeling good within yourself. And you are the common denominator. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Subscribe, and until next time, see you soon.